Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Valerie Teitel on a comeback Monday. And one of the stocks in the midst of the comeback is the biggest of all. Valerie, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Nathan. Happy Monday. Yes, Nvidia is leading the gains across the Mag 7 on this broad rebound on these hopes of this government shutdown ending, really taken a lot of the focus and the worries about this AI trade, I guess, off the main path at the moment. Nvidia up 3.2%. Now, it did have its worst week last week since early April. It was down around 7% on the week last week. So we're making up nearly half of the losses with this pre-market move for Nvidia overnight. We did have the CEO, Jensen Huang. He was in Taipei, his third visit to Taiwan in the last 3 months, meeting with TSMC, asking for additional supply from TSMC, with the CEO saying he has asked them for more chip supplies to keep up with booming AI demand. So there's also a positive sentiment as well at the back of this on this rebound.
Although I guess there is one sector in particular that's seeing some negative sentiment around the government shutdown getting resolved.
Yeah, that's the health insurance sector is really on a back foot. We have the likes of Centene down over 8%, Oscar Health down 8.5%. And this comes after the Democrats are looking like they will concede in the shutdown fight without securing a win for health care payments when it comes to the Affordable Care Act subsidies. Now, Centene and Oscar are some of the biggest providers of coverage under ACA, also known as Obamacare. We also had President Trump out in a series of Truth Social posts saying that the hundreds of billions of dollars in federal funding that goes to these health insurers under ACA should be sent directly to the public instead. So a double whammy for these health insurers, named the whole sector really on a back foot, Centene and Oscar being the main losers.
And staying in the healthcare sector of sorts, could it be that the Metsera saga is coming to an end along with the government shutdown?
Yeah, it does seem like Pfizer has ended the bidding war for Metsera. That's the obesity startup that was both eyed by Pfizer and by Novo Nordisk. We're seeing some share price moves off the back of this, mostly due to Metsera, down nearly 15% in the pre-market. Maybe it seemed that the market had priced in that Novo Nordisk would continue the bidding war, maybe raise Metsera's valuation further, but they declined to give any further offer over the weekend. So it does seem like Pfizer has sealed the deal in a deal that could be worth up to $10 billion. Now, Pfizer and Novo Nordisk have been heavily eyeing this obesity startup to aid their efforts in the drug space. Pfizer's own in-house drug failings earlier this year, and then Novo is also dealing with the loss of its patent for Ozempic. So perhaps the saga is over, but it does seem like Metsera is losing in today's trade, down 15%.
And finally, Valerie, looks like Robinhood Markets is making some news this morning.
It is. So Robinhood is up 4%. Now, crypto-linked stocks are generally doing well. Bitcoin has rallied over the weekend, up over 2.5% since Friday. But there's also a very interesting report out from the FT that Robinhood plans to offer investors access to private AI companies via a new fund managed by its subsidiary Robinhood Ventures. The CEO was saying to the FT he is keen to deliver exposure to private AI companies for its customers, regardless of this bubble chat. He wants to do it to keep relevant with their customer base. And we're seeing the stock react positively this morning, up 4% for Robinhood.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.